So I will continue the class from the previous topic, relations for star connected load. So in the last class we stopped here, right? So now what you have to do, consider a triangle OAC. If you consider triangle OAC, cos 30 adjacent by hypotenuse, that is adjacent value is OC, hypotenuse is OA. So root cos 30 is root 3 by 2 is equal to OC value is VR by 2 and OA value is VR. VR by 2 is also called VL by 2. VL by 2. VR is nothing but your phase voltage VPH. So if you simplify it, so you will get VL is equal to root 3 times of VPH for star connected load. As you know that the line current is equal to phase current in the case of star connected load. Okay. So this is the way to draw the phasor diagram for vector VRY. Okay. So the same diagram I had written here. The same diagram I had written here. Okay. So now what you have to do, ZPH is called the impedance. If it is an inductive, then as you know that the inductive expression is given by R plus J XL. Okay. IPH lags VPH by an angle of pi. IPH lags VPH by an angle of pi in the case of inductive circuit. You already studied this concept which comes under RLC, right? In the case of inductive circuit, AC through inductive circuit, there we had studied that the current lags voltage by an angle of pi. If your circuit is a capacitive circuit, then it is given by R minus J XC, right? There current leads voltage by an angle of pi if your circuit is a capacitive circuit. If your circuit is a resistive circuit, okay, then what will happen? The reactance value will be 0. Therefore, both voltage and current will be in phase. Okay. One thing keep in your mind, pi is an angle between phase voltage and phase current. Phase voltage and phase current. So now we have to draw the complete phasor diagram for lagging power factor. Lagging power means what? Lagging means here current is lagging. Therefore, it's an inductive circuit. We are talking about inductive circuit. Is it clear? Therefore, lagging power factor means it's an inductive circuit. So in the similar way, see, we have drawn the phasor diagram for V or Y. The same way, we have to draw the phasor diagram for VYB as well as VBR. Okay. So I will show you how to draw this diagram. Okay. So now to draw the phasor diagram, we should know these three equations. VRY is equal to VR minus VY. VYB is equal to VY minus VB. VBR is equal to VB minus VR. Okay. First, initially what you have to do, okay, take VR, that is equal to VPH as a reference factor. As you all know that you have sequence RYB, therefore VR lags VY. VR lags VY with an angle of 120 degree. This is also phase voltage VPH, and then you have one more vector, that is VB. VB is equal to VPH. Okay. So now what you have to do, follow the same process what you did for VRY. Okay, if you want VRY, it is nothing but VR minus VY. You have VR vector here, you want minus VI, this is plus VY, so you extend this one. Extend this one, this is your minus Vy. So if you add Vr minus Vy, then you will get Vry. That is resultant of these two vector. Resultant of these two vector. This is your Vry. That is nothing but your line voltage. Here, okay. So you join the line like this. Okay. As you all know that this angle is 120 degree and this is 60 degree and this angle is 30 degree. Okay, this side is equal to this side. In the similar way, you have one more expression, Vyb is equal to Vy minus Vb. Okay, so here you have Vy minus Vb you want, you have plus Vb here, so you extend this line here like this. This is your minus Vb, nothing but your phase voltage only. Then the sum of plus Vy minus Vb equals Vyb. That is the resultant vector. You draw the line like this. This is your Vyb equals line voltage. So by law of parallelogram, you join these two. Okay, this side is equal to this side. In the similar way, you have one more expression, VBR equals VB minus VR. Right? Here you have VB minus VR you require. Here you have plus VR. So what you have to do? You have to extend this line like this. This is your minus VR. So minus VR plus VB equals VBR. The resultant of these two vectors is nothing but VBR. So you join these by the law of parallelogram. Okay, this VBR is nothing but VL. Okay, so after this, one thing keep in your mind, this is an inductive circuit. So in the inductive circuit, what happens? The current that is phase current IPH lag VPH by 30 degree. Sorry, by pi. That one you have to show it here in the diagram. Here you have VPH. So IPH lag by pi angle. So means you draw one more line here, small vector length. This is your pi. This is your IPH, nothing but IR. In the similar way, here you have one more vector, VPH. So one more vector you draw it here, current vector. That is IB is equal to IPH and this angle is pi. In the similar way, you have here one more vector, phase voltage Vy. So lag means you have to show here with a small vector length and this angle is pi and this is called, here you have Vy means it is Iy IPH. Okay, so this is the complete phasor diagram for lagging power factor load, that is for inductive load. The same diagram I had written here. Here I clearly mentioned VL leads VPH by an angle of 30 degree. VL leads VP by angle of 30 degree, but IPH lag VPH by an angle of pi. Okay, This holds good for rest of two cases also, right? So VL leads VPH, okay, by an angle of how much? 30 degree. Okay. So like this you have to analyze the phasor diagram for an lagging power factor load. If you have any doubt, you can approach me. Thank you.